And I was like, wow, I didn't know this guy was like, I'd never want to meet this man, And so, really, I will just tell you that overall, I think that there are some areas of healing that African American people, I say African American in particular, because that's what I'm thinking about. That's what I know. That's what I know the best. We have to fix this stuff. We just do. We have some toxicity even amongst Black male culture that has to be addressed, right? We have some issues with Black female culture. 76% of Black women grow up without a father in the house. That's not normal. That's not normal. So there's more I could say on that, but I don't want to keep going because I probably have already upset a lot of people. So I don't want to dig my hole even deeper. But let me share some stats on the financial cost of broken families. First off, the average divorce in the US costs $15,000 to $20,000 per person. So in attorney's fees, court costs, and other expenses. So if you're not gonna do the work and make the sacrifices to stay married, or do the due diligence to be careful about who you marry, please do not do it. Just don't do it. Just don't do it. Right? Because we get excited about how cute they are, how great the sex is, how beautiful the wedding day is going to be, and then you get to the reality of what's required to stay married, and then people are like, "Oh, I didn't sign up for this. I had a bad 6 months." Right? Well, then don't do it. Just don't do it. Like it's so you shouldn't be trying to run a marathon if you're a sprinter, right? Sprinters, you got a lot of sprinters thinking they can run a marathon, and they start the race really, really fast without realizing they have to run 26 miles, and then they just quit. And it's like, why would you start and then quit? Just don't do it, right? So because divorces will break you. Child custody battles can cost between $30,000 and $50,000. A lot of high profile cases can be even higher than that. So when you are fighting, when you decide to get together and you're getting along real well when you're making that baby, why? Well, because the instant gratification from sex is intoxicating. It is addictive. Dopamine that comes from sexuality is an addictive drug, pretty much, that your body naturally produces. Dopamine produces pleasure, it produces relaxation, it also produces connection. So you get together with that person because they're attracted, because you went on a show and popped your balloon or something, and you found Mr. Wonderful or Miss Wonderful, or the girl with the nice booty or whatever, and so you get into sex, which is another drug. And the dopamine gets released, and you become connected enough to make a baby. And then at that point, you're not maybe prepared, or you haven't thought through, you haven't had the consciousness exercise to say, wait, now we have this baby, we got to raise this baby. It's like starting a business. I see a lot of people who enjoy the process of starting a business because there's the dopamine. It's a connecting point. It makes you feel good. Like you throw the idea out, yeah, we can make cookies, and oh yeah, we can make Black Power cookies, and yeah, and then I can put little sprinkles on them, and you get all excited about that. And then you get to the mundane task of actually running the business. That is where motivation won't carry you anymore. Dopamine isn't going to carry you anymore. It is discipline that is required at that point. That's where the discipline must take over. The discipline is where you have a standard and a code of behavior and a code of conduct that you stick to no matter what. The discipline, the discipline. It doesn't take discipline to make a baby. You could do that very quickly. Some of y'all could probably get it done in 5 or 10 minutes, right? But it doesn't take discipline to make a baby. It takes discipline though to spend 18 years or 8,760 hours a year, 87,600 hours over a decade, approximately 160,000 hours over an 18-year period to raise that baby to adulthood. So basically, if you don't have that discipline, then it's going to cost you. So child custody battles will cost you $30,000 to $50,000, not to mention all the lost wealth that comes from having children who hate you, who don't want to help you, who despise you. You see this happen with a lot of celebrities. If you notice, people forget that a lot of celebrities seem to have forgotten that their children eventually grow up and learn how to talk. And then next thing you know, your child is on Instagram talking about how they hate their famous dad, or because he was never around, or whatever, right? It happens to a lot of people. I don't know these situations. I don't judge them because I know family is complicated, right? And but